What absolutely makes no sense. The rules to post on our shower thoughts. Why customers continue to gripe at me. A lowly store employee who literally has no part in what items the store stocks. About our store being out of stock of an item. You can shatter a bone and it will heal itself, but if you get a tiny cavity you gotta get that filled. The platypus. How Hawaii has an interstate. Thus something sits there and does nothing and it gets dirty. Gestures vaguely. That famous, rich people get a lot of things for free, while they are the ones that can afford everything. How good people who do everything right can just get fucked over and their lives destroyed in a split second. How many people are famous even though they have absolutely no talent? Cartoon. The sun's being drawn wearing sunglasses. Like, what exactly are they protecting their eyes from? Forcing an apology. They don't mean it and only said it to appease whoever told them to apologize. They'll do it again most likely. How certain people still have a large following after doing something unforgivable. Toddlers. WTF is going on in their little brains to make absolutely no sense. Sorry, just spent a ton of time trying to get my kid to do something he wanted to do until I told him to do it. How someone can be a flat earther. Him convinced now it's a free told you so trip into space. That you need CR. You can drink a drink but you can't food a food. The physics and science in TV shows, especially superheroes shows. Hypnosis is an actual, documented, proven thing. Blows my mind. Putting a skip intro button on The Simpsons. Terrence Howard's Sky People Math. https mobile.twitter.com/Terrence/status/92574411881877507. Lang equals N. Magnets. When you have a quirk that isn't socially acceptable, and anyone you finally confide in are just like, bro, just do it. Own it. That's the point. I can't. Because society will look at me differently. Life. Mankind, why do we not learn from history and do better? Most of humanity's social norms and customs, if you ever step back and take an impartial look, they make almost no sense at all. Many we do because that's what we've always done. If I'm not me, why are these the only memories I have? Linking healthcare insurance to employment. The fact that the government knows exactly how much tax you owe but doesn't tell you unless you underpay. The fact that common sense isn't common makes absolutely no sense. Working 40 years or more of your life just to maybe have enough money to last you until you die. There are hungry people in the world. Daylight savings time. That there's genocide going on in China and no one bats an eye. Why is it called a building when it is already built? Thanks for the likes everyone. And the rewards. English. Spelling. Pronunciation doesn't make sense. World's reserve currency. Apple's market share. Really tight jeans. The dating scene. No one wants bullshit, everyone is bullshit. Airplanes. So you're telling me a big heavy piece of metal can now fly because it's in a certain shape? Witchcraft at its finest. Everything. WTF is going on? People genuinely believing that rich, old, and powerful people are able to relate to the average person in any real way. Imperial system for measuring. Teaspoon and tablespoon can go straight to hell. How society insists that individuality and non-conformity is essential, and yet the minute you express an idea or opinion that goes counter to groupthink, you are openly crucified. That I needed work experience and references from previous employers and teachers, which I haven't talked to in 6 months, for a stocker position at Costco right after getting out of high school. How humans have managed to take life itself and make it a horrible experience for the average person. How people argue so much about national politics but don't give two shits about local politics. The Chewbacca defense. Fridge is spelled with A-D, but refrigerator isn't. Influencers, why the fuck do they have followers? Why someone who says they care a great deal for me would just up and disappear out of my life multiplies now without such much as a goodbye. How universities are charging full price to learn from home. We put round pizzas in squared boxes to eat them in triangles. I have to pay banks to hold my money. Absolute bullshit. The uncanny valley. What scared us so fucking bad, and was so dangerous that we evolved to be afraid of almost, but not quite, human creatures. People who blindly follow one political party, then accept whatever their party leaders do as gospel and disregard anything from the opposite party. Why isn't gruntled a word that means the opposite of disgruntled? Billionaires being able to exploit a tax system and getting away with paying $750 federal tax in some years and $0 in others. Game of Thrones last seasons. How we teach children to be imaginative and creative only to drum it out of them later on in life. Working for the man. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.